Hey everyone, today I wanted to just have a little bit of a rant slash discussion about, something that I've seen lately in tech in general, and something that's kind of not completely bugging me, but it's getting to the point where it could be. As you all know, like AI is like the biggest thing today, one of the biggest things, apart from, like crypto and all the other, cool type tech stuff that's going on. AI is really beginning to be, seen everywhere. You can't go with 5 minutes without if you're into tech like hearing about AI or seeing it featured in some article or even seeing like a feature of AI featured that's present in a product that you use day to day. Some examples being like your smartphone, your computer, your smart TV. Potentially, if you have like smart devices like the Amazon Alexa, stuff like that. But today I want to talk about like sort of like the unnecessary integrations with AI. One thing that I've seen a lot lately is, like when you download a fresh, install of Windows 11 from like an image, you can get yourself your own ISO. When you first download it, you get, once you fully download it and you install it on your computer, right? You boot it up and immediately on the taskbar there's already a shortcut to Copilot AI, which isn't the worst thing because for some people who want to use it, great. You can click it, it's right there. You can use it whenever you're ready. But then also as well, it kind of loops you in. It's like it says the pre Copilot, so it's like a pre-trial license, I think, or something. I'm not 100% sure. And then it kind of gets you to kind of want to use those features that are on the desktop. Now, for someone like me, I really don't want an AI agent that's fully immersed in my desktop. I just kind of want to do what I need to do, and if I need to consult one, I should be able to do so on my own convenience via a web browser. I don't want this stuff directly installed on my computer. That's just how I am, and I'm sure some of you guys feel that way as well. Another case where I see it is, especially in smartphones. I know the Google and the Android line, they have the Gemini AI, the Google AI, and also with Apple's intelligence. Now, a cool thing that I saw the other week, this was I think on a Linus Tech Tips video. Someone, whenever they type out a comment or a message, I think it was like on Meta or even just like in their text messages, there's like an AI generation, conversation generator, it's like really close to the send button. So it's very easy for someone like that to be able to accidentally send, something that was or transcribed by AI, even when you weren't meaning to. And it's those kind of features that really kind of get on my nerves, and it's just the type of like typical Microsoft like BS that we see. They always got to push stuff on you, like when they always show like the ads in the start menu and the weather when you don't really want that there and all that other junk. One thing personally for me that really bugs me, and I haven't really seen this talked about a lot, but for my work phone, I have an iPhone. It's just what they supply. It's for my work and my job in IT, right? And by default, basically once the newest iOS came out, it came with Apple Intelligence, right? So when I updated to the newest iOS and the phone turned back on, one of the first things I did is I went to the settings menu and wanted to see like what was going on with this Apple Intelligence stuff, because based on my previous experience with Microsoft, it seems they kind of just turn stuff on and that they hoped like no one would notice, and it turns out Apple did the same thing. Basically once I got the update, turned the phone on, Apple Intelligence is already enabled. Now, I admit I didn't read the full patch notes because not a lot of people would, and it's my work phone too. I'm not, setting up time to read the patch notes, but it was kind of ridiculous that was turned on by default, and I don't want that on because I'm not interested in using that, and who knows what Apple's doing with it. They say a while ago that their artificial intelligence platform is fully encrypted, and they wanted to pay someone like $1 million to hack into it. Yeah, that's great, but what are they doing with that data? That's what really concerns me. And I've noticed too, I've gotten a couple updates since then, and every time Apple turns back on Apple Intelligence without really kind of letting me know or giving me like a before the update resumes, or actually not resumes, starts, doesn't give me like a little dialog box saying like, would you like to turn on Apple Intelligence? No, I don't. I don't want it turned on. And it's just stuff like that nowadays that I'm seeing everywhere. Even, if I order something online from Amazon or like Walmart or some store, they have to have some AI agent that pops up and wants to help me order. And it's like, I would like to browse at my own convenience. Thank you very much. So I guess, question of the day is, why are we seeing AI everywhere? I mean, I get that it's good for like, it's a good tool to help you out for work. I use it at my work with our own company's instance. It's great for, debugging. It's basically like, for me, it was like I needed it in college because it was like a debugger and it helps you find the problem more precisely. Now, if you use it all the time and you don't really think on your own, yeah, that's a problem. But, it's a great tool and it's useful, but I just hate when it's forced upon us, as I kind of mentioned on our PCs, smartphones, smart appliances, whatnot. I just wish there was more self-control from the vendors, and I wish it wasn't about just pushing something that's gonna, it'll be big. Don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna. It'll change what we do and how we do it, but it's not gonna be, AI like all over the phone. You're still gonna want to have like the user interaction and stuff, and I want to be able to think for myself. I don't want to like some bot telling me how to think. But essentially, moral of the video is, why is AI everywhere? It's getting annoying, especially, and it's in places where it doesn't need to be, essentially. But, that's my little rant. That's the video for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I can bring up some examples in a future video. But, yeah, without further ado, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys later. Peace.